I've been struggling. Over the past few weeks, I've been cycling every day, and things were going great, until they weren't. After cycling for 18 days straight, I was exhausted, and getting on the bike all of a sudden became a hassle. It was something I had to do, not got to do, and I needed a reset. You see, I wasn't just riding for 18 days. I was filming, and watching that footage mount up made me anxious. How am I going to get through all this footage? What am I trying to even say? Is this all going to be boring? And what if it's no good? And so I grabbed my bike, grabbed my GoPro, and gave myself a challenge. I was going to go out, ride this crazy route, and film something just for me. The goal was to ride this route, which would cover 160 kilometers and 1,900 meters elevation gain. It'd be a whole day adventure taking me from top to bottom of Singapore. This kind of adventure excites me as much as it scares me. At the beginning, I really procrastinate, thinking, what if I can't do it? And what will others say? What if it makes me feel worse? There are those what ifs again. It's time to get out of here. On the bike and moving, I start to feel better. The voices die down the more I move my legs. Reps remove doubt, I heard someone say once. My first stop is MacRitchie Reservoir. I pass by runners who are busy taking selfies, and I see aunties and uncles stretching and doing Tai Chi. I hear the wind in the trees and quiet conversations, and look around and I breathe. I'm not really a city boy, and sometimes the hustle and bustle really gets to me. But in this green pocket, I feel like I can expand my lungs, I feel the tension release, and I'm reminded that exercise should be about fun. I'm not trying to be a pro athlete or a full-time content creator. I got into this as a way to meet new people and to have fun adventures. Back on the bike, and the climbing starts now. First up, a couple of short ones before the longer and steeper climbs kick in. I love these third-person shots that I see people do online, and so I decided to make some of those. I soon realised that this actually means riding up and down the hill 2 or 3 times, so maybe I'll just save this for the easy ones. Life's good. The climbs are testing me, but I feel strong. Here comes the rain. But the thing is, I like riding in the rain. You see, the thing about me is, I've always been drawn to adversity. Tell me something can't be done, I'll go do it. Tell me something is too hard, I'll go do it. Try in any way to put any limitation on me, and I see that as a challenge and as a mission to break down that barrier. I can't help myself, I thrive on it, at the same time as really not enjoying it. And then, coffee. As a smile appeared on my face, this realization sunk in. Sure, lately it had been tough. My energy levels were low, and I wasn't seeing the wins I wanted to in certain areas of my life. But this is where I thrive. I've had my back against the wall so many times before, and it's usually where I do my best work. And with that knowledge in hand, I progressed on. Bollywood Veggies. My cycling second home. I almost always stop here when I pass by. I love being surrounded by nature, eating locally produced food from a small local farm. It reminds me of simpler times, and not to take things too seriously. Another beautiful place to decompress. I'm not going to lie, it's a bit of a long, boring stretch coming down from Bollywood Veggies to the next climbs. But these were going to be some biggies. Rifle range. And a climb near the Swiss Club that I'd never done before. That was a doozy, averaging over 5%. Hey, that's a lot for me, okay? As I neared the 115 kilometer mark, I stopped for one last coffee before taking on the southern climbs around NUS, Hort Park, Teluk Blangah and Mount Faber. Legs were really feeling it now. I completed NUS and Hall Park, but decided to skip Talot Blanca and the steep side of Mount Faber. I just couldn't do it.
It's painful. I just bit my mouth.
At the end of the ride, I clocked just shy of 150 kilometers, with 1,400 meters of elevation gain. As I'm editing this video, I'm proud of myself for getting out and getting back on the bike and doing the ride. It was exactly what I needed, to remind myself to enjoy myself and trust myself in the tough spots, and to know when it's also time to step out.